Hello, thank you for joining me today. My name is Lilia, if you don't already know. I hope that you're having a good day. Wonderful if you may, even spectacular if you will. My day's going pretty good. I decided to film my first makeup video. If you like this warm shade, warm brown look, stay tuned and I'll show you how to do it. It's not too hard, and if I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm visually impaired. I have astigmatism in both eyes. I'm nearsighted in one eye and farsighted in the other eye, so I can't see anything when I'm doing my makeup. So if I can do it and if I can show people how to do it, then you can do it too. Stay tuned and I'll show you how I did it. Alright, so let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is my eyes, because with the browns I don't want any fallout. So we're going to do eyes first. First thing I'm going to do is prime them using the NYX HD Photogenic eyeshadow base. I will list all my products below. Since I can't see very well, sometimes I get the names a little bit wrong. We're going to use a better mirror. I'm going to use this cute mirror here. And just kind of blend it out with my finger. Alright. Next thing I'm going to do is actually put on my moisturizer. That way it's soaked in by the time I'm doing my foundation. What I use is actually technically a face lotion. However, it has anti-wrinkle properties and SPF, so I use it. It works for my skin. It's the Eucerin Q10 Antiwrinkle. One pump is enough for my whole face, and usually my neck too. It's not too heavy. I'm going to dip into my Zodiac Love Signs by BH Cosmetics palette. With just a fluffier eyeshadow brush. I'm going to go into Virgo right here for my crease. Tapping off the excess. It's a nice warm tannish orangish brown. Blending up a little bit high. So it's just, you can see it with my eyes open is the goal. That's why when you're blending, if you slant your brush upwards, it'll help with that. You don't have to actually place the color up there. You're going to get a better blend if it's in your crease and you blend up. Should have put my glasses on for this. Here it is. The glasses are corrective. I've said this many times and I'll probably keep saying it again. So, bear with me. Now I'm going to go back into the same palette, but into Taurus, and Gemini mixed. It's the next 2 shades darker, mostly Gemini, because it's warmer again. With a pointy brush. If you don't have a pointy brush, you can use the same brush you used for the first color. That's what I used to do before I had a pointy brush. You're just going to want to be mindful not to tilt the brush up this time, because you're going in to deepen the crease with this color. You don't want it up as high. So when you're blending, keep that in mind. You can do a little bit of the outside corner with this too, the darker shade. See, it just deepened it a little bit there. Now I'm going in with the same Taurus, the darker brown shade, here on the inner corners of my lids. I'm going to use the same brush I used for the first shade, because I'm limited on brushes. If you had a clean brush, you're more than welcome to use it. Just going into about your pupil. Not forgetting to blend up into the first shade, but not higher than your crease. I feel like using the same brush helps it to blend in a little better. Now going in with a smaller brush even. Generally, the smaller the brush is used, the better is for the darker the shade. I'm going into this dark brown here. Looks like Sagittarius. It's almost black, but not quite. With a smaller brush, this one is the Zodiac Blending 852. On the outer corners of the lids, making sure not to go up any higher than the color you've already applied. Blend in. You can bring it into the crease while you're blending, just don't place it into the crease. And I'm only going into the outer corner of the eye. I'm taking a blending brush. This one just says definer. And going around the edges just to soften everything up. And blend it down to my lash line a little bit. Now with a flat, small brush. This one is the Zodiac. Hold on. These words are so tiny, and this is my first video of makeup. Flat eyeliner 859. Just because a brush says it's for something doesn't mean you can't use it for something else. I'm going in with the Taurus, the medium dark brown, on the outside of the lash line here, on the bottom. If you don't have these shadows, just use whatever shadows you do have in a similar color. You don't have to have exactly the same thing I do. Then in with the first color we used in the crease, Virgo, on the inner corners. Inner half, really. Just kind of smoking it out a little bit. Not too much. We don't want to look like we got punched in the eye. And then with a flat well, not flat, kind of small, rounded brush. I'm going to go in with the middle. It's actually a highlighter, but I'm going to use it to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. In the tear duct, if you will. Now for liner. Oh no, I dropped my favorite brush, but that's okay. I'll pick it up later. For the lower lashes, we're using Maybelline Unstoppable eyeliner. In the waterline, for the top lashes, I'm going to use the Obsidian by Kaleido Cosmetics felt tip pen. I have to go into my magnified mirror for this one, you guys. Just lining the top lash. Not doing a wing or anything. You can if you want to. It takes me 2 hands because I have to hold my lashes down. There we go. I don't know if you could even see that. Maybe next time we'll do it off camera, but you live and you learn, right? And I like to save mascara for after I do the rest of my face. So that's pretty much the eyes, unless you're going to do mascara before you move on. You can do it how you like it. I'm just going to do it how I like it because it's my video. Next, I am going to use the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. Has a nice slick feel to it. If you haven't noticed already, I got a nice bad boy right there. So I'm going to use my Palladio concealer stick in green, since this is red, to cover it. Just a little bit. You don't need a lot. Just enough to cover it up. And then I kind of blend it with my finger a little bit. Now for foundation, I have already mixed my two foundations together because I don't have one that matches me. But I've used Can't Stop, Won't Stop NYX Full Coverage Foundation and the Sephora Teint Infusion, respectively. That's in light ivory and peach. I mixed them off camera because of time. You can mix them on your hand. You don't have to be fancy and have a palette like me. But I just find it easier to do it in a little pan. But then you have to wash the pan. So, I mean, you do have extra steps. That's just how I do it. I do just a tiny bit on my forehead because I feel like things sit in my wrinkles. I'm going to blend this in with a sponge. I'm just kind of roughly applying it to my face. Sponge beauty blender. I use a flat one like this. I need to place it. Ooh. Okay. For concealer today, I'm going to be using the Aveda Inner Light. I don't see a shade on there. Oop, I went a little up into my eyeshadow there. Hopefully that's not a problem. A little bit over the friend I've got there. I'm pretty well rested today. I don't have too many bags I'm trying to conceal. I just get a little darker under my eyes, so just a little bit of concealer will do. I don't need a lot. Alright. I'm going to do some of my contour before I move on to the powder. So I'm going for deeper, warmer shades today. I'm going to go with the Sephora Highlight the Light Face Contour Duo in Tan. It's actually a little darker than I normally would use. Also, I don't usually use cream to contour. I like to do a dotted line because it helps me blend a little better. If you're visually impaired like me, you're gonna put your glasses on anytime you can. Now I've got the cream on, I'm going in with the Pure 4-in-1 pressed mineral powder. Just a little bit, I don't want to look too dry, I'm not baking. I don't contour my nose or my forehead. My forehead is really a 3-head, possibly a 2-head. So if I contour up there, I just look weird. And my nose is tiny and covered by my glasses for the most part. So there's really no point in contouring that because people can't see it. If you feel like contouring that, then by all means go ahead. This would be a really good product to do so because you can make a pretty fine line. I have done it before. It's just pretty pointless for me, so I don't do that too often. Now I'm going to go back in contour again with the Sephora Contouring 101 face palette. I'm going to go in with the middle and lighter shade because the lighter shade is warm and I want the middle shade for the depth. So I'm going to mix them together. I have a pretty round face. So I bring my contour pretty far down to help elongate it. A lot of people do a 3 on the side. That's pretty fine for if you have a universal face shape or a longer face shape, in my opinion. I'm going in with my Zodiac Ultimate Blending. To just make that a little more natural. For blush, I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me blush in Nude. Just on the apples of my cheeks and sweeping it sideways a little bit, like if you were kind of lining next to your contour. And I did that with my Zodiac blush brush. It's kind of angled. For highlight, I'm going to go back into my Zodiac Love Signs BH Cosmetics palette And use that same middle shade I used for the inner corners of my eyes. It's not quite white, it's like a tannish white, kind of warmish shade. So I'm going to go into my cheekbones. Oh, that's pretty. Down my nose. On my upper lip. Feel free to highlight wherever else you like. That's the only places I like to do on my face. The glasses are back. For brows, I'm going to use the Sephora retractable brow pencil. It's waterproof in Midnight Brown. And I have a fuller brow here. I just need to kind of fill in along the edges. So that's what I do. You can feel free to use some brush strokes and fill in wherever you need on your own brows. Maybe a little bit right here I do too. Excuse the fact I need to get my brows done. Looks better. I'm also going to use the Maybelline Tattoo Studio in Ash Brown 378. It comes with this handy little spoolie and brush. I'm dropping everything today. Just a little bit goes a long way with this, and usually any pomade. And I also like to start in the middle of my brow, not the front, because it can get kind of goopy and it helps to spread it out a little bit. And I go through with the spoolie to blend it out a little bit. Alrighty. We're getting there. Now I'm going to use the Organic Pharmacy Lip and Eye Cream. You don't have to do this step. I do because my lips are super dry and chapped, especially in the winter. It works better than a chapstick because it doesn't seem to interfere with the lip liner or lipstick at all. It just kind of hydrates your lips. Now I'm going in with the Pudaier, P-U-D-A-I-E-R lip liner in Taupe. like a darker, not darker, medium brown shade. Now I like to color in the whole lip. Helps lip liner to stick. It looks better when the lipstick wears off. I mean, it helps lip liner. It helps the lipstick to stick. It looks better when the lipstick wears off because you don't get just that weird line. Unless you're looking for that extra depth or dimension in your lips. I'm not going for a crazy lip look today. I'm just gonna use lipstick and lip liner in a normal way. Normal. As if there's any kind of normal. You can do your makeup however you want. I'm going to go in with my BH Cosmetics COLORLOCK in Devotion. Alright, and you've seen it before, you'll see it again, I'm sure. Sensitive Pampers Baby Wipes from when I do makeup mistakes. Like coloring my Cupid's bow. And this is the finished look. Without the glasses. With the glasses. Whatever you want to do. Please like and subscribe if you found this helpful. There'll be more videos to come. As I say every time, you can make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. Bye. Oopsie, almost forgot mascara. This is the Bad Gal Bang. Works really well with my lashes. My lashes are long and curly. There we go. Now this is the finished look. I hope you like it. I hope that you like and subscribe to my channel. There'll be more videos to come, and I'm sure they'll just get better. Bye. For real this time. Until next time.